Good morning, and welcome to this live broadcast of Three Country Ride to Cure Breast Cancer, presented by Froehlich and benefiting the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Today, as part of our daily morning Mingle series, we have the pleasure of speaking with Conrad Froehlich.
Froehlich, but different pronunciations spelled out the last name.
And he is the director of the Martin and Osa Johnson Safari Museum. Thank you very much for doing this.
Hey, honored to have you here. Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit? So we're in the town of Chanute?
Chanute, yes.
Chanute, yes. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, Chanute is a wonderful community centered in southeast Kansas. A history of rail and oil, and over the years, different industries have come in here and expanded, and so we're just honored to have long-time businesses like Ash Grove, the cement plant on the north side of town. But at the south end, we have the different industries, including a new airplane manufacturer, Horizon, and others.
That's great. How did the town get its name?
Named after Octave Chanute. At the time, Chanute was founded in 1873. Octave was a civil engineer. He was running railroads through this part of the country, and he convinced 4 neighboring, competing communities to join together as one city, and then they thus named him after Octave, so Chanute. And then Octave Chanute went on to become very famous for his work in aviation experiments with gliders and so on, and some of his principles that he discovered were used by the Wright brothers.
Wow, that's very interesting.
That's an interesting link, yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the museum and some of its notable exhibits?
Yeah, the museum was established in 1961, focused on the work of early documentary filmmakers, photographers, writers, explorers, Martin and Osa Johnson. Admittedly, some of our visitors are a little confused about why there's a safari museum in southeast Kansas. The quick story is, well, this is where Osa was born, where she grew up, and where she started from. But they became very famous for their work traveling the world, documenting what they saw on film, photographs, and writing. And then the museum was established by Osa's mother, got together with business leaders, wanted to preserve the story and share it with our community, visitors, and Johnson fans worldwide. So our main exhibits then obviously focus on the work of Martin and Osa Johnson. That's the space we're in here. But we also do have a large West African ethnographic collection mass related items, and then also space for changing traveling exhibits.
Wow. That's pretty neat. Yeah, it's a fairly large museum.
Yeah, well, it's like any small museum. We wish we had 2, 3, 10 times the space and the staff and the resources, the money, and so on. But we're blessed with a very wonderful group of core supporters in the museum, and our community is behind us, and it's just a great story to share. It really sells itself. I mean, it's 2 young people from Middle America traveling in the golden age of safaris back in the 20s and 30s.
Kind of very romantic.
Oh, indeed, yeah. I mean, a married couple, and yeah, just absolutely, yeah, the adventure and the travel and all, yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
So, can you tell us a little bit about what you do in your daily job as director of the museum?
Yeah, well, being a small museum, we all wear a lot of different hats, and that keeps it interesting and keeps it hopping, and you always wish you had more hours in the day to get everything done. But it's just passionate to work with our curator here at the museum and our other staff and volunteers and our board of trustees, but also greeting the visitors. I mean, there's a great group of people. It's a mix. Some that have never heard about the Johnsons, they come in, it's a safari museum. What's this all about, Martin and Osa? And when they leave, they've got smiles on their face. And, wow, what a great story! And I want to read their books and see some of their films and so on. So it really touches your heart that you've done that.
Well, great. Of course, the main reason we're doing this is to raise money for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation to cure breast cancer. Is there anything about our cause that is personal to you?
Yes, indeed. My mother passed away of breast cancer when I was in college, and then also my wife is a breast cancer survivor, so it's certainly close to my heart, close to my thoughts.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that. So we're going to be heading out to Garnett today. Is there anything about our journey any advice you can give us?
Yeah, well, this part of the country has beautiful rolling hills, and there's being springtime, everything's greened up, and it's just beautiful, and you'll be passing by some wonderful smaller communities as well, Humboldt and Iowa on your way up north. Yeah, so it'll it should be a wonderful trip for you.
Yeah, it's looking like it. So. And one last question: is there a weird fact you know and want to share?
Yes, as a little bit of background, because the Johnsons' films and photographs represent some of the earliest and best quality images of parts of the world that have significantly changed the South Pacific, Borneo, East and Central Africa. We do a lot of licensing or providing that material for use in publications, but also a lot of documentary programs. So I suspect many of your viewers here may not realize, but they probably have seen Johnson film footage on National Geographic, BBC, History Channel, and A&E and so on, Discovery, but before that, while Osa was still alive, she also did provide their documentary films for Tarzan movies.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, some of the early Tarzan movies, Johnny Weissmuller, in that era, there's some great classic shots of wildlife that you can recognize right away. Oh, that's Martin Osa Johnson film.
Wow.
The hippo charging through the water and so on. So yeah, so that's just kind of a fun little weird fact.
There you go. Yeah, thank you for that so much, and thanks for being here.
Oh, it's an honor, pleasure to have you here. Good luck.
Thank you. So we're going to be heading out. Catch us for our Live from the Road noon update and our 8 p.m. recap. Talk to you then.